one of the things that we're noticing as a world is things are getting quicker. And there are a few different reasons for this. And the Z's are always talking about how we are in this quickening phase where we as souls are going through more rapid cycles of evolution. So the message that really came to me strongly when I was tuning in on you guys this morning is, for those of you who feel like you are ready to do the next thing, whether it's you're ready to impact the world around you or the world at large, and that feels like part of your purpose now, it's time to step up, step out, do your thing, offer your thing to the world. Or for those of you who aren't feeling that at all, you're kind of the opposite. You're like, oh God, I just don't want to do anything. This is a good time for both of you in those groups to really focus on clearing. Okay, what do I need to move out of my life in order to bring in the new? And it may sound a strange thing for me to offer, because I think this is just a given. For those of us that live spiritually awake, spiritually led lives, clearing is a part of the process. It's just, it comes all the time. But October, there is going to be an enormous wave of this energy. And we're just coming into October in about a week's time. So you might already feel it coming in. And this message is for those of you, this next part of my message is for those of you who might be feeling, what am I doing? What's my purpose? I don't quite know what I'm doing. Ask yourself if you can surrender to that being okay, because that will usually be the quickest way through it. The times that we fight not knowing what we're doing, or the times that we think there's something going wrong, or the times that we want to resist the fact that we can't figure out what we're doing next, there isn't actually a universal truth that says that anything's going wrong. But there is our mind and our emotions that wish something different was happening. The truth is, for any of us who are creators in this world, which we all are, we can create in any moment. So for example, I could be sat here, imagine I'm here by myself this morning, and I'm like, oh, I just feel a bit disconnected, and I don't quite know what to do. I'm a bit annoyed that there's nothing going on. This is all me. This is all my thoughts, my feelings, and that's okay. And it would actually be the most powerful thing I could do is to kind of go, I feel a bit crappy. Yeah, that's how I feel today. Okay, I accept that's how I'm feeling. Because if I accept it, I'm not fighting it, and I'm letting that state, that feeling move through me, and it will move. And then I might feel compelled to do something or create something or connect with somebody. The next thing will happen. The problem comes when we think there is an issue with where we're at. And I've seen this so many times in my own life. I've seen this with other people. When we are annoyed at what is happening in our life, we start to fight, we start to, but as soon as we can go, oh, I wish it was different. Part of me doesn't like it, but I accept it's where I'm at right now. I accept it, this is what's happening right now. Then suddenly the energy changes and the energy moves, because the truth is, the part of me that's sat here like this, I'm a bit fed up. I could do something if I wanted to. I could actually choose to go, okay, I'm going to tidy up that cupboard, or I'm going to call my friend who's been on my mind for the last 3 days and I haven't really called her. I'm going to call her and just see if she's okay. Oh, I'm going to draw. I'm going to do something. I'm going to move myself from this uncomfortable inertia or state into something else. If you choose not to do that, there is something in this state that wants your attention. This state is bigger than what you could do next. So the reason I bring this up is there is an emotional intensity that has been gathering speed for years, but is definitely showing up right now, that can mean that your highs and lows can have slightly sharper points. So your highs can feel more euphoric, more transcended, more, oh my God, I'm at one with everything, I'm at peace, I'm connected. Your lows can feel really like vice grip. Oh my God, this is awful. And that's not your fault. That's not just you. Now, sure, you might go, well, actually, I'm in major grief. I've just learned I've got a chemical imbalance. So sure, in that case, there's something very personal to you that is affecting your highs and lows. But the reason I bring this up is this is really going on collectively. These extreme highs and lows are part of where we're at right now. And as we are about to come into a month where clearing is a major theme, it would be really great for you to start to notice any of the discomfort, the judgment that you have inside yourself, towards the world, and to choose to, as an observer, let it be there. This isn't always easy. This is not something I achieve all the time, but it is something that I now know to go back to if I catch myself in judgment of myself, my circumstances, what's going on outside me. And the reason I bring this up today is you're going to notice higher emotions will be par for the course in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And when I say higher emotions, I don't mean in the collective, because that's happening, that's a given, but in yourself. So especially for those of you who are feeling a little bit shut away at home, a little bit, I don't quite know what I'm doing, do something. Because if your story for weeks has been this inertia and I don't know what I'm doing and it feels dissatisfying, sometimes we're the only person who can break ourselves out of that. If we're going round and round in circles, try something different. So the way to trick your mind is to commit to something for 5 minutes. And this is something I've talked about for years. It's something I do. If the inertia, the heavy emotion, the difficult thought is not being moved very easily, or you can't will yourself out of it, say, okay, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes, or I'm going to listen to music for 5 minutes, or I'm going to go and sit and look at this tree for 5 minutes, whatever it is that works for you. And then I can come back to my inertia. It's a very good way to negotiate with the part of your mind that doesn't want to leave that state. This state that we have is often like a regressed child state. And I'm surprised I'm bringing this up with you guys, because I don't feel this is in our arena right now. Although maybe as I say that, there's probably a couple of you who are going to go, oh, that is happening to me right now. But this regressed childhood state in our portal community, and these highs and these ups and downs, they're going to show up a little bit in October. And the best thing we can do when they show up is welcome them and go, oh, this is great. This is my clearing. This is me finding my new low. This is me seeing an element of my mind, my emotions, my thoughts, my body that is leaving. Because that's what a clearing phase does. A clearing phase doesn't tend to tidy up the areas where we're birthing. It tends to tidy up the space, the areas where we need to birth. So it will go back to the past. It will go back to areas of your feelings, thoughts, past history that just want to come into your awareness as they're leaving, as they're moving out. So to recap what I'm saying, can you befriend whatever discomfort or reaction you have toward yourself, toward the outside world, and can you accept it? Because when we accept whatever we are experiencing, something very powerful happens. It doesn't mean we have to like it. Now, I could accept, it's like, oh, I accept I'm in terrible health right now, and I've just had this health crisis come up, and I don't like it, and I'm grieving about it, and I'm in shock, and I'm in grief, but I will try and remember to accept that it is happening. And it doesn't mean I'm not allowed to grieve. It doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be angry. It doesn't mean I don't go through the emotions, but it means that my default is to keep inviting myself to accept, oh, this is happening. This is real. This is happening.